The town of Samut Sakhon is no ordinary quiet fishing settlement. Here, being bought, sold and forced to work for no pay is common. Sometimes workers are killed if they complain or try to leave their employer. But the town is a magnet for migrant workers from countries like Myanmar, Cambodia and Laos, many of whom are taken advantage of when they come here looking for opportunities that aren't available back home.
The abuses. I've seen victims, I've met and I've had victims who have been lucky to escape. As far as I'm concerned, it's heart-rending and should be immediately action, require urgent action to check the situation.
During her visit, Joy Ezeilo paid particular interest in Thailand's fishing and seafood industry. From on the boats and behind the high walls of the processing factories, there are endless accusations of workers being abused and detained. Ezeilo spoke to people like Nai, who came to Thailand from Myanmar 6 years ago. He's been bought and sold to work in factories and on boats 3 times. He was beaten by his bosses and has made no money.
I worked with no rest, but they never seemed satisfied. Many times I tried to do stupid things, like jumping off the boat and swimming away. I also thought of killing myself. There's no point in living if there's nothing for me to look forward to.
Many of the victims of trafficking and forced labour here are working to pay off debts that aren't even theirs. They come to Thailand with the help of an agent who pays for things like transport and bribes to police. The worker is in debt straight away and more often than not never gets out of it. Ezeilo says law enforcement is weak, helping offenders to operate with impunity. She also found that corruption is deeply rooted, a fact acknowledged in part by one of Thailand's top police officers.
There are some cases that the officer involved, and of course with that we will prosecute them.
All agree human trafficking is a regional problem, but one which Thailand must take a leading role in fighting. Wayne Hay, Al Jazeera, Samut Sakhon, Thailand.